You trust the app, the photo, the license plate. You close the door, and the car starts moving. But what if the person driving isn't who the app says they are? In these 3 true Uber stories, something goes wrong after the ride begins. A driver who won't follow the route, a passenger who won't leave, and a moment where the locks never click open. These aren't urban legends, they're real rides that people still think about every time they get in a car. I use ride-sharing apps all the time. Late shifts, early mornings, bad weather. It's easier than driving myself. I've taken hundreds of rides, maybe more. That's why this one still sticks with me. It wasn't dramatic. There was no shouting or sudden violence. Just a growing, crawling feeling that something was wrong, and the quiet realization that I might not be in control anymore. It was just after midnight when I ordered the ride. The app showed a normal route, 15 minutes, straight through town, then a short stretch of motorway before my estate. The driver arrived on time. Middle-aged guy, clean car, polite smile. Nothing off. At first, we pulled away, and for the first few minutes, everything was normal. Radio low, windows cracked. I was scrolling on my phone when I noticed the turn. He didn't take it. I looked up, thinking maybe traffic had changed, but the map on my screen still showed the original route. Instead of turning left toward the main road, he went straight, down a darker side street lined with closed shops and empty parking lots. "Hey," I said casually, not wanting to sound paranoid. "I think the map wants you to turn back there." He glanced at me in the mirror and smiled. "Yeah," he said, "this way's quieter." Something about how he said it bothered me. Not defensive, not apologetic, just decided. I watched the route line on my phone recalculate. The ETA jumped from 15 minutes to 23. "Is there traffic?" I asked. "No," he replied. "I just don't like busy roads at night." We drove deeper into an industrial area, warehouses, fences, long stretches with no streetlights. The radio went off at some point, and the silence inside the car felt heavy. Then he spoke again. "You ever notice," he said slowly, "how different people act when they think nobody's watching?" I didn't answer right away. I laughed softly, hoping to keep things light. Can't say I've thought about it. He nodded, eyes fixed on the road. "I have," he said. "Driving at night teaches you things. People show you who they really are when it's just the two of you." My thumb hovered over the share ride button on my phone. Another turn. This one wasn't even close to the route. We were heading toward a stretch of road I didn't recognize at all. Trees on both sides now, the city fading behind us. "Hey," I said more firmly this time, "you're going the wrong way." He didn't slow down. "Sometimes," he said, "the wrong way is just a longer one." My heart started pounding. I checked the app again. No road closures, no warnings, just a thin blue line trying and failing to pull us back toward my destination. "Can you please follow the GPS?" I asked. He sighed like I was inconveniencing him. "You're in a hurry?" he asked. "Yes." He was quiet for a moment, then he smiled again in the mirror. "Funny," he said. "Most people aren't." I didn't like that, not one bit. I unlocked my phone and pretended to start a call, holding it to my ear. "Yeah," I said loudly. "I'm in the car now. We should be there soon." His jaw tightened. A few seconds later, he flicked on his indicator and took a sharp turn, back toward the main road. The GPS recalculated again. ETA dropped. Streetlights returned. Neither of us spoke for the rest of the ride. When we finally reached my place, he stopped a little short of the pin. "You can get out here," he said. I didn't argue. I got out quickly, heart still racing, and watched as he drove away without another word. Later that night, I checked the ride history. The detour was still there, logged, recorded. just a slower route. I reported it, of course. The app replied with a generic message about feedback and safety. But here's the part that still bothers me. As the car pulled away, I realized something I hadn't noticed before. His interior door locks never clicked. And I don't know whether that's because he forgot or because he never planned on stopping where I asked. I've been driving nights for 3 years. You learn patterns fast. Drunks at closing time, quiet airport runs, couples arguing in the back seat like you're not even there. Most rides blur together. This one didn't. The request came in just after 1 a.m. Pickup was outside a takeaway on the edge of town. Short trip, 10 minutes. The passenger name was normal, rating was fine, nothing to suggest trouble. He got in the back seat without saying a word. I greeted him. No response. I checked the mirror. Hood up. Baseball cap pulled low. He sat perfectly still, hands folded in his lap, eyes fixed straight ahead like he was watching the road through me. Destination all good? I asked. A pause. Yeah, he said quietly. Just drive. The ride itself was uneventful. Too uneventful. He didn't move, didn't check his phone, didn't cough or shift or fidget like people usually do. Every time I glanced in the mirror, his eyes were still open, unblinking. When we pulled into the destination, I slowed and parked right on the pin. Residential street. Lights off in most houses. I ended the ride in the app. That's us, I said. Have a good night. He didn't move. I waited a few seconds, assuming maybe he hadn't heard me. Sir? I said. We've arrived. He leaned forward then, slowly. His face appeared between the front seats, close enough that I could smell stale smoke on his clothes. No, he said. You're not done yet. My stomach tightened. The ride's over, I said, keeping my voice even. You'll need to exit the vehicle. He smiled. I paid, he said. You work for me. That's not how it works, I replied. Please get out. He leaned back again, folding his arms. Drive. I shook my head. I'm asking you to leave. His expression changed instantly. The smile vanished. His jaw clenched, and he kicked the back of my seat hard enough to jolt me forward. I said drive. I felt the adrenaline hit, hands shaking, heart racing. Training kicked in. Sir, I said louder now, if you don't exit the vehicle, I will contact the police. Do it, he said. See what happens. He reached up and grabbed the headrest with both hands, fingers digging in like claws. That's when I noticed the doors. Locked. I hadn't locked them. My car auto-locks when it's put into drive. But we'd been parked for a full minute. He had locked them himself. I took my phone out, keeping it visible, and dialed emergency services. Hello? I said clearly. I'm an Uber driver. I have a passenger refusing to exit my vehicle and behaving aggressively. He laughed. A low, broken sound. You think they'll get here in time? He whispered. I turned the engine off. Hazards on. Interior light bright. Help is on the way, I said. He slammed his fist against the window. Turn it off! Neighbors' lights started flicking on. Curtains moved. A door opened somewhere down the street. That seemed to change something in him. He leaned back, breathing hard, eyes darting now. Not calm anymore. Fine, he muttered. You didn't have to make it a thing. The locks clicked. He shoved the door open and stepped out, glaring at me like he was memorizing my face. As he walked away, he turned back once. You're lucky, he said. A next driver won't be. The police arrived 2 minutes later, took my statement, searched the area. They didn't find him. Uber deactivated his account permanently. I finished my shift that night, but I don't drive past midnight anymore because sometimes the danger isn't getting in the car, it's getting them out. I knew it was wrong the moment I shut the door. The app said the car would be a silver Toyota with a plate ending in KJ4. The one that pulled up was silver, sure, but the plate was KJ9. I noticed it as I slid into the back seat, the numbers catching my eye in the glow from the streetlight. I told myself it was nothing. People make mistakes. Plates are easy to misread. I didn't want to seem paranoid, so I shut the door and buckled up. That was my mistake. The driver didn't say my name, didn't confirm the destination. He just pulled away the second the door closed. I checked my phone. The app still showed my driver 2 streets away. "Hey," I said, trying to sound casual. "I think you might have picked up the wrong person." He didn't look at me. "No," he said. "You're where you're supposed to be." My stomach dropped. "That's not my plate," I said. "The app says—" "I know what the app says," he cut in. His voice was calm, too calm, like this wasn't a misunderstanding at all. We reached a traffic light. Red. Cars stopped on both sides, street lights overhead, a normal intersection, the kind you feel safe at. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I unlocked the window slowly, pretending to adjust my seat. "You can just let me out here," I said. "It's fine." He finally turned to look at me. "No," he said. "Sit still." The light was still red. I didn't think. I just moved. I shoved the window down, twisted my body, and threw myself out, head first onto the pavement. My shoulders scraped. My knees slammed hard. I heard someone shout. A horn blared. When I looked back up, the car was already driving away, running the red light. Police took a report. Uber confirmed the driver on my app never reached me. They never found the car. I check license plates now, every single time. Because sometimes the worst mistakes only take a second. Every ride ends eventually, but some people don't leave when the door opens. If you've ever felt something was wrong, trusted your gut, and drove away, you probably saved yourself. If you want more true stories like this, there's another one on screen right now. And if you don't want to miss the next ride, subscribe. Check your mirrors. Lock your doors. Good night.